Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Emilia and this is my boyfriend Eric. We are currently planting out my summer garden. We've built these raised beds ourselves and I have a whole series of this on YouTube. I recommend that you watch part 1 and part 2 before continuing on, but you are welcome back to this video after that. So I am planting out one bed at a time because it took a long time to finish these beds and we're still not done. We still have 3 smaller beds to finish, but I am going to plant my fall garden in those, so there is no rush. We built a quick and easy trellis for the tomatoes this year. It's only temporary. Next year we'll do it for real and build a really beautiful and sturdy trellis. I'm just planting out some herbs. I have started everything from seed this year and that makes me very happy. And today you will see some wins and some losses. That's the the name of the game of gardening, but it's all just good fun. So in this bed I have, as you can see, tomatoes. I think they are all cherry tomatoes, I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure of 2 of the varieties because I still had the tags on them, but I accidentally mixed up all of my tomatoes together and then all of my peppers together, so I really have no idea. It's gonna be full of surprises this summer. But I know at least that one of them is a sun gold because I've already tasted the first tomato and it was so delicious. I have wanted to grow sun gold cherry tomatoes for, well, 2 years I think. I just didn't have the space for it last year and this year I did, so that's very exciting. I'm also planting, well, as I mentioned, some herbs that I started from seeds, some parsley, thyme, basil. I have 2 different varieties of zucchini. I have a cantaloupe melon, a pumpkin. I have some beneficial flowers, such as marigolds, I think they're called in English. In this bed I will later on sow some seeds. And I have 2 really beautiful dahlias here as well. Oh, and some celery. So yeah, quite the variety of vegetables and flowers, and I'm just so excited and I feel so grateful to finally have my dream garden, my dream vegetable garden where I can mix all these delicious and beautiful things together. Not really having a plan in mind, just being myself in the moment and really enjoying it. In this bed I have my artichokes that I actually started from seed back in January, and they were looking so good until I had to put them outside because they were really, you know, I ran out of space in my growing room, so I put them outside and something happened. I don't know if they got a shock or sunburned or something, where I had to pull off most leaves and I lost a bit of the green color too, but they are looking really good now. I must say, I am really proud to be able to grow artichokes from seeds because that's one of my favorite things ever. I love it. Another crop that suffered quite a bit when I put it outside, and that was actually due to rain, and that was my corn. I lost one of them. They are actually looking super good right now, but they struggled a little bit when I planted them out. Not only that, but I had a hard time with germination. Some of the corn, like the kernels that you sow, actually just rotted and it started to grow mold, and it was just, yeah, I had to throw some of them out. So I'm not sure if they will pollinate each other. I really hope so. In between just filling out the bed, I am planting some zinnias. I think they will look so good mixed with the artichoke. The artichoke grows quite big, but they are also quite low, so I'm thinking the corn and the zinnias will add some height to this bed. Here I am bringing my aubergine, and Eric showed me a weed that looked like a carrot. And then I started planting my aubergine, and this made me so nervous because last year they were an epic fail. I have been researching quite a lot what happened to them. I can't even explain what happened to them. The only thing I know is that they didn't grow any flowers until like September, and the flowers kind of turned into like a powder almost and just dropped off the plants. So I didn't get any aubergine last year, so I'm hoping for better luck this time. I put them on a really sunny spot here. Vill du veta en cool grej? Sjukt! We built these beds last year. They were temporary. We built them from scrap wood we had here at the property. We just knew that we would build the permanent vegetable garden area this year. But I am still using it. I planted some spring crops in there. I planted out 2 raised beds off cam because it would just be a really long video otherwise. I will show you all of it in a vegetable garden tour later on. But this bed I have all my bell peppers. I think there might be some chili in there as well. As I said, I accidentally mixed them up. But I am just adding some sunflowers for height. I also have 2 different zucchinis. I am planting out all my onions, and I have some green beans. I also have some pumpkins that are going to cascade over the edge really pretty. Here I'm just giving you a little tour of the old garden, let's say. We have asparagus. This is actually going to be the permanent asparagus bed, as long as it holds. I have some really beautiful cosmos flowers in 2 different colors. I have some nasturtiums, I have broad beans, and just a few random other things. I have my salad bed. I always have this bed saved for lettuce. It's perfect, it doesn't get that much sun. In the big bed there are herbs, carrots, celery, broccoli, garlic, parsley, and so on. Here I'm showing you one of the losses that I had this season. It's my radishes. I didn't get a single one due to flea beetles. I hate them. They also took out 2 of my brassicas, unfortunately. But the rest is looking really healthy and strong. I am going to harvest some garlic scapes and lettuce. I don't know if you will hear this in the background, but I'm actually giggling a little bit to myself filming this because I planted these garlics from the store. I had no idea what variety it was. Was it a hardneck or softneck? I didn't expect it to be a hardneck though, because I bought it in Sweden. And you know, hardneck isn't as good for storage as softneck, and also doesn't actually grow that well as softneck does. So I was quite surprised. That's why I was laughing and just being in awe of what I could harvest from my garlic that I bought from the store. And I'm also really curious to see what the actual garlic bulbs will look like. There's still about maybe 1 to 2 weeks before I can harvest them. I went all in on the salad varieties this year. As you can maybe see, there are some tiny seedlings growing here, and that's arugula. I sowed, as you can see, there are blank spots. I actually sowed quite a lot more salad and arugula that is showing up here. But this is the germination I got, so I'm glad that we have different varieties at least. After harvesting a really beautiful and bountiful harvest of garlic scapes and lettuce and blueberries, I found this, and this is what I mean by you win some and lose some. In the garden game, I lost a whole cantaloupe melon, a few cucumbers and pumpkins. I also had so much weed. We had some chicken manure that we got from our neighbor, and it's just a lot of weeds around here. So, but yeah, that's just how it goes. And here I am doing some I just got really tired of building trellises and stuff like that, so I just added some sticks that we had laying around, and I put my determinate tomatoes here. Or well, I say determinate, but it's only one of them that is determinate here. That's the Marmande beefsteak tomato. But the other 2 ones were just really small, so much smaller than the other ones, so I'm thinking they won't really have time to catch up that tall as the other ones. So I will just make do, take one day at a time. I am planting all of my other squashes. This is like orange pumpkin, butternut squash. I actually had to re-sow my cucumbers here since I lost them. And then just some herbs and flowers. I have some empty spots here in front of the beds. As I mentioned before, I don't really plan these things, I just go with the flow. So I'm direct sowing some leeks, broccoli and cauliflower. So this bed will be kind of a mix between a summer and fall garden. I also really needed to plant some more broccoli and cauliflowers since I lost most of them. There were some just really disgusting white worms eating the stem of the brassicas in the other bed, and also because of the flea beetles eating the leaves. So here I am planting a lot of them, so hopefully I will get enough throughout fall. I only have one single broccoli surviving, but I also have a plant of purple broccolini that we will munch on this summer. In this bed I am alternating pak choi and fennel. I had some bad germination rate on my edamame beans, so I decided to direct sow them instead. I am using the sticks as a trellis both for the tomatoes and for the edamame beans, and hopefully it will be stable enough to carry both of these things, but we'll see. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I will make a vegetable garden tour very soon, and stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.